Hey guys, so this video is a bit more into depth of what I actually eat, since I have had a lot of questions about that. I think one or two people in the comments on my first video have asked that, and I've had a lot of people ask elsewhere, so I just think it's easy just to kind of make a video and talk about it. I'm not gonna show you step by step what I do, because I mean some of them are fairly straightforward. What I will do is I will just talk through the ingredients, what to do, and I will link any recipes that match exactly what I've said in the description below. This is just 5 of my breakfasts that I have that I think contributed to my weight loss, really. I'm not saying you need to eat these things because I lost weight, therefore it'll help make you lose weight. It's just literally what I ate, and hopefully it can kind of inspire you. I'm pretty sure all or most of these breakfasts that I'm talking about now are vegan, so you can make tweaks if you don't want them to be vegan. I will talk through that as well. I'm not vegan. I was for literally about 3 months, but that was nothing to do with my weight loss. I lost weight before going vegan. So I'm not saying you need to go vegan to lose weight, you need to go vegetarian to lose weight, you need to stop eating this, you need to stop eating that, blah 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 blah. I will give you advice on what I think and what I've learned contributes to weight loss, but I'm not saying what will, because for starters I'm not trained on that sort of stuff, so I don't think it's fair for me to do that, really. So yeah, let's get to it. So the first one is porridge, 3 ingredient porridge, completely vegan, and basically all it is 1/3 of a cup of whole rolled oats, 3/4 of a cup of water or plant milk, or half and half. Or if you don't have plant milk and you'd rather just have dairy, then you can just have a dairy milk, or half and half dairy milk, half dairy milk, half water. Half a mashed banana, and you leave the other half to top it off. I usually chop the ends of the banana off just because the middle bit would look nicer sliced up on top of the porridge after. So the ends, or a bit more than the ends, like leave about like that much, maybe you have the banana to top it off with, mash them up, put them in a pan with the oats and the liquid, and just keep stirring that. If you're using milk, you've got to make sure that you're stirring it quite regularly. You've got to make sure you keep stirring it, because it can tend to stick and burn. So you want to do that for about 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, just until it's the consistency you want, really. If you like it quite thick, then go for 5 minutes. If you like it quite thin, then do it for 3 minutes, or just until you like what is in the pan. I can't speak today. The next one is basically the same as the porridge, but it's pancakes. It's exactly the same ingredients. Half a cup of rolled oats, 1 cup of plant milk, and half a mashed banana. What you want to do is you want to blend the oats into like a flour consistency, and just add the rest of the ingredients, stir it up. You can add other things into it if you want, like cinnamon, or like just mix some blueberries in there or something. I usually just top them off with blueberries. Stir that all together, heat up a pan. I just use Frylight coconut oil, so obviously that's only just a few sprays in the pan. And basically this recipe I think makes about 4 pancakes, like small ones. So you just want to kind of dollop them out into 4 equal pates. I have like a really big pan, so like they will all fit in there. And basically you just want to cook them for 2 minutes, or until they can flip. Obviously if you can't get your spatula all the way under, then leave it for a bit, but just make sure they don't burn because then you'll just ruin it. So flip them, cook them on the other side, and I tend to just flip them every few seconds after that. And just pop them on a plate and serve them with some strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, the rest of the banana, whatever you want. And you've got yourself some yummy, healthy vegan pancakes. The next one is fairly straightforward, and it is avocado and tomato on toast. You just take half an avocado, mash it up, toast some brown bread. I use brown bread because I personally don't think white carbs are anywhere near good. They're just full of sugar, and from my experience I think sugar's the absolute worst when it comes to weight loss. So always opt for like wholemeal and whole wheat stuff. So toast the bread, and once it's toasted you can just spread the mashed avocado on top and then slice a tomato. It can be a big whole tomato or it could be a few little cherry ones. You could put some black pepper on there as well if you want, and that's your easy healthy meal. That's a vegan breakfast. If you want to have a bit of meat on there, then you could just have some chicken slices on it as well. The next one is quite similar, and that is nut butter and banana and toast. Basically, same as the other one, brown bread, toast it, and then you can pick your favourite nut butter, so almond butter or peanut butter. Just make sure they're 100% peanuts or 100% almonds, no added oils and sugars and all that. That's why I usually go for like the Whole Earth or the what's it called? Meridian? Is that how you say it? Meridian? It'll all be down below anyway, everything that I use, but that one just there. So they've got no palm oil, 100% nuts, no added salt, no added sugar, and suitable for vegans obviously. So I just spread that enough to cover the toast. These nut butters are really good for you. They're good, they're healthy fats, they give you protein. If you don't like almond butter, peanut butter or any nut butters, you can just have sliced banana on it or mashed banana on it. That tastes just as good on its own. And it's, you know, the banana has like a really sweet flavour, so you'd think it tastes quite bland, but it doesn't. So yeah, they are another one of my favourites. And the final one is homemade granola. A lot of people think that granola is bad, and I will say it's not exactly the best if you buy it pre-packed in a supermarket, just because of all the added stuff, all the sugars. The same goes for all cereals. Any cereal that you see in a supermarket, they've mostly got sugars that just aren't necessary at all. If you have a look, you'd be surprised how much sugar is in there. Not to mention that some people put more sugar on. Like, even if you don't put sugar on, that's still got a lot of sugar in. So my granola is just like this, makes a big batch, so you could just keep it in a container and use throughout the week, or I think I've used it throughout throughout 2 weeks before. So I use 1.5 cups of Sainsbury's porridge oats and 2 cups of Nutriseed superfood porridge. Nutriseed, can I just say, I absolutely love. I might run through a few of the things I have from them, because I have quite a big kind of stock of their stuff, and I am looking to buy some more stuff now. So basically Nutriseed are just an online site that has so many superfood powders and foods. Back to the granola, which is my final breakfast. Like I said, this makes a big batch, and you can keep it in a container and it would last 1 to 2 weeks. I mean, it's been fine for me up until then, so yeah. So I use 1.5 cups of Sainsbury's whole rolled oats, 2 cups of Nutriseed superfood porridge, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds. You can use flax seeds if you want, but I didn't have any, so I just choose chia seeds. They are a good source of omega-3 and just really good for you, really. Goji berries, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and 2 tablespoons of natural peanut butter. So like I said earlier, I use the Whole Earth one, and a quarter of a cup of pure maple syrup. I don't have maple syrup a lot. This is probably the only time when I do have maple syrup. Just because I kind of try to avoid sugars in general, even if it is in a syrup form. You mix all this together and bake it for 15 minutes, stirring halfway through, and I serve it with either warm rice milk or almond milk, whatever you want, and berries, so strawberries, blueberries usually, or you can have it with Alpro yogurt and berries. That is, oh my god, too nice. It just tastes like a crunchy dessert. Like, it is really, really nice. And this is just a really quick breakfast to have if you've already pre-made the granola. So those are my breakfasts, just 5 of them. There are others that I tend to have, but these are like the main ones that I kind of switch between, really. And like I said, they are all vegan, so if you're vegan you can have them. If you're not vegan, you can still have them. They're really, really good for you. Packed with nutrients and antioxidants and fibre. So yeah, if you want to know anything else, obviously this is just breakfast. If you want to know about lunch and dinner, do let me know. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and my social media will be down below, and I'll see you soon. Bye.